Let's embark on a journey of flavors with my tender and succulent lamb meatballs. Wrapped in a medley of exotic spices and familiar flavors, they're easy to make and are the perfect appetizer. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about an appetizer. We're making lamb meatballs. Now, you probably think you know all about meatballs. You buy them frozen, maybe you make your own with the mix that comes from the store, or maybe you make just plain ground beef or turkey. But we're going to use lamb today. And these lamb meatballs have a lot of flavors from the Mediterranean and North Africa area, kind of Moroccan-ish, if you will, but they're very easy and delicious. I have here a large sauté pan. I'm going to put it over medium heat. I'm going to add some olive oil, about a tablespoon. To that, we're going to add some onion. I have just medium onion that I diced up. And I'm sauteing, not frying. So that's why I'm starting with cold oil. I'm going to give this a little salt and pepper. Season our layers. And that's going to help those onions get started. So we're just going to let these go until they start to soften and they'll turn a little bit golden. This is going to take 3, maybe 5 minutes. All right, it's been about 3 minutes and my onions are starting to soften. Now's the time to add my favorite thing, garlic. I have about 3 cloves here, all minced up. I'm adding this now, so I didn't want to add it at the beginning because I don't want to risk it burning, and garlic burns very easily. So I'm going to add it to the pan now, and we're just going to saute this for another minute, maybe 2, until it gets all nice and fragrant. All right, my garlic is ready, my onions are ready. I'm going to cut the heat, and I'm going to let this just sit here and cool off. While that's cooling, let's talk about the rest of our ingredient. These are lamb meatballs. And in my nice big bowl here, I have a pound of ground lamb. Pound is about 450 grams. You can get this in just about any supermarket. If you really can't find it, talk to the butcher. I'm sure they'll be happy to grind you some lamb. Now we need to add some stuff to this. We're going to start with 1 egg. That's going to add moisture and act as one of the binders. Right in. Next is another binder and flavor, breadcrumbs. I have 1/3 cup, which weighs out to around 45 grams of breadcrumbs. Our next ingredient is maybe a little unusual. I'm going to add some olives. I have in this dish about 20 of the little Spanish olives. These are the little ones with pimentos, and I just chopped them up. Now this is going to add brininess, brightness, a little texture. So right in they go. If you say you don't like olives, you won't know they're in there, but they're going to add that extra layer. Now next, it's really unusual. We're going to add some almonds. I have 2 tablespoons of almonds. I just chopped up right in. That's going to add crunch and texture. Next up, I want to add a little bit of freshness with some herbs. Now, what herb goes best with lamb? Mint. So I have about a tablespoon of freshly chopped mint. Now we need some spices. And this is where we really dive into that Mediterranean area. We're going to start with paprika. 1 teaspoon. Now this is regular paprika. This is not the hot kind. This is the regular. It's going to add color. It's going to add a nice woody taste to it. Next is more paprika. But this time I've got smoked paprika. 1 teaspoon. Again, it's going to add color, but this little bit and that smoky flavor that comes with it is going to mix so well with that lamb and really bring all this together. Cumin is our next spice, 1/2 teaspoon. This will add a little citrusy and its own little sort of smoky flavor. Now I want to add just a little bit of heat. I have some cayenne pepper. Now I'm just going to put a pinch in. Really just that much. I don't want to blow off my palate, but you can add as much as you like if you like them spicier. Now my onions and garlic should be cooled enough. We're just going to add them in. Now, impeccably clean hands, the best kitchen tools ever. We need to mix this up. We're just going to bring all this together. All right, that looks nice and thoroughly mixed. You want to make sure that you get all of those flavors together, but don't go crazy. Don't overmix it because then you might get a tough meatball, and that's not what we want. Now we need to form these into meatballs. I have a little plate here, and I'm going to use my little scoop. This way I will get a consistent meatball, the same size. We're pretty close. So all you do, scoop them up into the palm of your hand and give it a little roll. And there we go. So let's see how many I get out of this batch. My meatballs are all done, and we're gonna cook them, but first I need to go wash these lammy hands. It's time to cook our meatballs. We need a little oil, and then these will go right into the pan. This is over medium-low heat, and we're gonna fry them for maybe 7 minutes or so. Just wanna get them nice and browned all over. They don't take very long. And we're going to cook them until we reach an internal temperature of about 140 Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. Now you may think that sounds low, but carryover cooking will take that temperature up even higher. The meatballs are all in, they're starting to cook. I'm just going to keep an eye on them and roll them around. Now you notice I used the same pan that I cooked the onions and garlic in because it's loaded with flavor. Why not add it? Here we are, our meatballs are all done. Look how beautiful they are. Glorious. And I wish you could smell this because, wow, all those spices, the aroma is hitting me right in the face and it's wonderful. Now let's give these a little taste. I'm gonna take a couple. Let's cut one open. That's how tender they are. And look at that. Beautiful. Now you're probably thinking, oh, it's pink, it's raw. It's not. First, you can have lamb a little rare, plus all that paprika is going to make it all red. I have here a little tzatziki sauce. This is again a Greek Mediterranean in that same area. It's made with cucumbers and dill and spices, a little cream or yogurt. Wow. These are soft and tender and juicy. Then you get the crunch from those almonds and all those spices and that mint even. They all come together, complex and wonderful and delicious. Now you could serve these at room temperature. You can keep them warm, put them on a buffet. I would even make a meal out of them, actually. I need another bite. This is just too good. Oh yeah, there's that little tingle from that cayenne pepper. I think I need a little Merlot to wash this down. If you like this episode, if you enjoyed it and learned something, then hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get a new episode every single week. Now, I was going to serve these to guests, but I think I'm going to keep them all for myself and just go and eat them. While I do that, I want you to watch some of these episodes over here. So until next time, everyone, cheers.